Welcome to the 8th and final video of this series on the features of the JSRevolution JavaScript framework. In this video, we will discuss the Build tool.
In this video, we're discussing the Build tool. Here we'll open up a new project. You can see that you can identify a project name, a source directory, a deploy full directory, a deploy min directory. And here we'll show the current project. Okay. So what the Build tool does is the source directory is where you work on your files, where the developer works on their files. And what we do is when we build it, we take a copy of the current version, and we also identify a version copy, and we place that in the full directory. And we also place both of those files, we minify those and place those same files in a minified directory. Because what this allows us to do is, it from a developer's perspective, you want to be able to see what your code looks like while you're debugging in the browser without having to spend a lot of time. And this is what supports the URL switching context. So if we're looking at the actual source files, okay, so here we're going to take an example. This is of a module. This will give you more of an idea. So here we have a module. And a module has it includes a bunch of other resource units. So we have a bunch of other classes or namespaces and their appropriate version. And if we look at the deploy directory, when we look at the full version, we see the exact same file. And here's the versioned file of that. And then when we look at the deploy minified, here for a module, all the files are actually the actual contents of those names are actually placed inside of that module and minified. And here we have that current module name, and we also have the version name. In other instances, where if we look at in the source directory for our examples, so we had multi-version, and I'll remove these. So for the source, we only ever have one class, one version ever live. And if we look in the appropriate multi-version here, now we have person 0.9, 0.9.0, and 0.9.1. So we're always keeping the history of where that class was here, so that the version, if we need to run multiple versions at the same time, this is what allows us to do it. And this is built into the Build tool is the power behind that lets us do that. And it's fairly simple. Basically, it runs behind the scenes. We just identify a file. And so if I look, here is the file I just want to make sure. Okay, so here's the file here, and if we just make a trivial change, we'll just add a space or a comment. My new comment. And we'll save it, and if we go to the Build tool, we can see that it's automatically picks up that change occurred. And essentially the Build tool is you can identify a new project, you can open a project, you can edit the current project. If you find that this text area here is getting full and you'd like to clear it, you can clear the text. You can manually run a build if you want to. The other thing you can do here is you can list code that's in dev status. So in here, almost everything is in dev status. The code status hasn't been set to deploy. So the Build tool does more than merge and minify files. It also does validation. Here we'll clear the output. And we'll go to a source file. And you'll notice that here's the includes array. And we're including os.lang.object, and it has an alias of object. And we have two other references to object in here. One is for extends. The other is here we're attempting to create an object. So what we'll do is we'll change the name in the extends, and we'll show you that the Build tool catches that error. Optional extends must refer to an alias in the includes property. We'll fix that error. We'll come back to it. And now the build tool is happy. Here we're attempting to create an object, an alias that doesn't exist. And the build tool tells us. We'll fix that error. Okay, it's already happy. The other thing is we want to make sure that you put put your files in a proper namespace so that the name, the fully qualified name here actually also matches the file. And so here, oh, I didn't save it. So here it identifies person.js, test.examples.multiversion.person23 fully qualified name must match file path. Okay, so get it back. And we're happy again. And the build tool also finds basic JavaScript errors. So here we put a comment in a place that IE8 won't be happy with. So this gives you an idea of some of the validations of the build tool, and this concludes the build tool video.
Thank you for watching this video series on the JSRevolution JavaScript framework. If you would like more information, or you would like a demonstration of JSRevolution, please visit us at www.omnistation.com.